This novel tells the tale of a young woman named Pamela working in a house. When the lady she works for dies, she worries about losing her job. But her new boss, Mr. B, has absolutely no intention of firing her because he's totally into her. She is a total babe. While working, Mr. B starts getting a little friendly with Pamela, if you know what I mean. And what I mean is that he sexually harasses her. Pamela wants to go home, but Mr. B gets angry, and instead of taking her home, he brings her to his Lincolnshire estate. Basically, he locks her up in a jail. Mr. B wants Pamela to become his mistress. She politely denies, because she wants to remain virtuous. She's holy. At the estate, Pamela is watched over by Mrs. Jukes, who is very cruel. She's a bitch. Pamela even thinks she might be an atheist. While at the estate, Pamela also meets Mr. Williams. He's a religious man and he's very kind to her. They become very close. Knowing her situation, Mr. Williams offers to marry Pamela and take her away from the cruel Mr. B.
Will you marry me?
No.
Mrs. Jukes tells Mr. B of Pamela's correspondence. He gets angry, to say the least. Meanwhile, a gang of criminals attacks Mr. Williams. Poor Mr. Williams. In an attempt to get closer to Pamela, Mr. B disguises himself as a drunk handmaiden. He basically cross-dresses. And he tries to rape her. Back to Mr. Williams. As if there weren't enough reasons to hate Mr. B already, he has Mr. Williams incarcerated for unpaid debt to keep him away from Pamela. In a shocking turn of events, Pamela is actually annoyed that Mr. B tried to rape her. Seeing that she's upset, he tells her that he really has fallen in love with her and is inspired by her virtue. He tells her he wants to marry her, but he can't. Because he's rich and she's poor. Mrs. Jukes once again gets involved and tells Pamela that Mr. B is planning to trap her in a sham marriage. Realizing that the man that tried to rape her probably hasn't suddenly become good, Pamela decides to leave. Mr. B pleads with Pamela to stay, but she wants nothing to do with him. And this time, he actually lets her go home. True love